distinguished delegates. I would like to start by paying a special tribute to Mr. Pierre Villas, the father of François Villas, who had this brilliant idea 42 years ago to create the first universal third age in the world. It started in Toulouse, and this has now reached this dimension where we have a global organization. So François, take it as a tribute to your father, and also we are happy that François is carrying the and taking U3A global now. You could see if you read all the messages that he sends us, he's going around the world to promote U3A. And I'm sure we're all very happy that in this conference that we are having AIUTA with AP Alliance, we have managed to get a greater participation. We are very much happy that we have India in such a large number present at this conference. And we look forward to greater collaboration between AIUTA and Asia Pacific. And we are very happy also that Rhonda from Australia, the president of AP Alliance, has done a wonderful job in getting the two organizations together, and this has been fully supported and I must say prepared and well organized by Akiko from Japan. So you could see how beautiful it is for us to bring together the diverse nations that we have in the world to be together on a platform where we are looking at issues relating to senior citizens in the world. So I feel very happy about that, and I'm sure the meeting we are having this time again here, with all the contributions that each one of us make, will certainly enrich further our reflection on how can we ensure that our senior citizens have dignity, have respect, and live and enjoy a happy retirement.
We started our U3A 10 years after Pierre Villas started the U3A in France. And it has made such a difference to people's lives. It's the subject, certainly at home, of many magazine and newspaper articles and television programs over the past year. We have over 14,000 people who are more than 100 years of age. There's significant interest in key research topics across a broad range of perspectives. Some UK U3As work with universities. We have a University of Lincoln that looks at sleep patterns in older people. The University of Lancaster has a memory course which has gone into the ways of maximising our memory as we get older. I told you yesterday that we had just got our 1000th U3A. In 1982, our three founders got together. They were all academics, all working in the field of ageing and older people. And in 2006, we had 600 U3As. In 2016, 1,000. We have a celebration this year in London on November the 22nd. You are invited if you are in London. We have one founder who is still alive, and he will be speaking. We're going to have a choir made of U3A members to show exactly what we do. And we have a keynote speaker, Baroness de Souza, who was the Speaker of our House of Lords. Don't bother to translate that. We have now more than 380,000 members and have a steady increase of about 6% in our members each year.
Good morning to everyone. First of all, I would like to thank the invitation for being here and having the opportunity to share our experience in the Senior Academy of the University of the Azores. I would like you to consider my presentation as a case study of a very small university located in a very small island with very few people in the middle of a huge ocean, which is the Atlantic Ocean. So, and I would like also to thank for the opportunity of visiting this wonderful country, Japan, with these wonderful people, Japanese, that share so many bonds and cultural ties with the Portuguese. Thank you. Arigato. So,
ポルトガルアドレス諸島、大変小さい国ですけれども、ぜひ皆さんにお越しいただきたく思っております。この小さい大学ですけれども、我々の取り組みをご紹介をいたします。
So I will start with the Senior Academy of the University of the Azores. We do not have a U3A, but we have a Senior Academy inside the universities. They decide what they want for the academic year. So we have 94 senior, I am embarrassed. I mean, we only have 94 senior students. And our university only has 4,200 students, and they are spread in 3 different islands because the Azores are formed by 9 islands. And we have the university in the 3 main islands. And the population is 205,000 people. And our students, 74 are women and 20 are men. So we have a majority of women. We are a very democratic senior academy. The average age is 70 years old, and we have quite an old senior students audience because 57.1% are 70 years old and more. With our choral group, Christmas Gala concert, Singing to the Stars. This is traditionally in the Azores. In some special nights in the summer, people go out and sing to the stars, very starry nights. And the 30th anniversary of the Army Operational Command Unit, together with the military band of the Azores and the symphonic choral of St. Joseph. So we also have the performances here by the choral group Voices at Nightfall. Again, the same thing, performances by the choral group. No, these are performances by the scenic group with 30 senior students. And this is a field trip to the United States of America, to Rhode Island. We have strong connections with the United States and with Canada because we have many immigrants living in the United States and in Canada. Actually, we're not far from New York and Boston. We have only 4
de la culture japonaise, de laquelle je garderai un inoubliable souvenir. Le titre de mon intervention est une société différente au XXe siècle. Nouveaux et différents défis dans la formation des personnes âgées face au profil socio-démographique en changement permanent.
What is a different society in the 21st century? New and different challenges in training for seniors before the ever-changing social demographic profiles.
Prérequis, la seule condition pour participer à des programmes pour personnes âgées dans le domaine universitaire, c'est d'avoir 50 ans. Le public ne va pas réclamer de titre officiel ni de reconnaissance de crédit, simplement avoir 50 ans.
The only requisite is to have 50 years old or more. It's not formal, but 48,000 students are over 50 years old or more.
50歳以上であることはさて一つの条件です。
Actuellement, nous avons en Espagne, nous avons une carte de l'Espagne ici, 54 universités qui ont des programmes pour personnes adultes. De ces 50 universités, 44 ont créé un réseau, la AIUTA, vous savez la page web, l'Association espagnole pour programmes universitaires pour personnes âgées, qui regroupe plus ou moins 50 000 personnes, d'un total de 60 000. Mais il faut considérer que l'Espagne a la même population que la ville de Tokyo. Plus ou moins.
But Professor is saying that from 140 universities, 60 are dedicated to the age and 50,000 students. You can see the website is AIUTA Mayores. Mayores in Spanish means elderly, and this is what they are doing in Spain. And he said that Spain population is Tokyo's population.
高齢者向きのコースは54、スペインに54大学あって、その中44は高齢者向きの大学プログラムを行うスペイン国家の連盟に属しています。その合計学生の数は全部4万8000になっています。
Alors, toutes ces universités qui font partie de ce réseau partagent comme objectif commun promouvoir de nouvelles structures éducatives, formatives et culturelles liées aux personnes âgées.
Do a little skit to make things a bit more lively. Singapore is a very new country and we have very short history. So when we look back at the past, we feel a lot of gratitude. When we look around us, we realize that a very important thing in everything we do is love. And when we look into the future, we need confidence. Now, you will see a slide introducing the delegation. There are 7 of us, and as many of us as possible are active. So Eleanor and Trevina, they will be distributing our report. So we will not present a report. We will be doing a little skit because we're going to focus on just one portion, and that is the future, building the future.
未来にいかに立ち向かうかの戦略を考えています。また、より良い未来をいかに築くか、さらにまた豊かな未来へいかに橋を架けるのか、そしてまたシニア世代と若い世代の世代間交流をいかに確立するのか、そしてこのプレゼンの目的は特に世代間の良き関係の確立のためのものであります。
Okay, we have listened to all the presentations and we have chosen one aspect, the future. So the title of our topic is The Future is Now. The future is here. And to build a better future, how do we build a better future for ourselves? Is to build a bridge to the future, okay? As senior citizens, we want to remain relevant so that we are not marginalized by the young. And for this presentation, we will be focusing on the relationships between the generations. So let's take a look at what is happening now. What do the old people think?
I'm an old man. I have old man cannot stand up. Okay, this old man is rather strong. I have to stand up as instructor. I have needs most readily available and their important needs, for example, food, a comfortable home, companionship, ego needs, etc. I also have yearning, deep inside, deep needs that are unexpressed. For example, as I get older, I feel the urgency of spending more time for my younger generation to know me deeply in real time. As I think about mortality, watching my friend getting less and less, do you agree? I yearn for more connection, deeper relationship, better quality, not just quantity.
So that's what the old people want. Now what do the young people want?
I am the young. I have aspirations, and I am in a hurry to achieve them. Of course, young people are impatient. There is so much we want to achieve, and we wouldn't know if we can succeed until we do. I also have pressures. Yes, often looking good to my friends becomes more important than even my family. But why can't the older generation give us our own space? When we were little and needed them, where were they? Chasing success? Now we don't need them. They make us feel guilty for not spending enough time with them. And the nagging. Oh dear. Why do they keep repeating the same thing? Or worse, the bitterness and brittleness. They feel rejected when we are really just too busy. To the old, it looks as if young people are selfish, insensitive, and unwise.
So this is the present. I think in many countries, in many cultures, this is what's happening. The old have a yearning to connect, to communicate. The young are just too busy, the way their parents were before. So we have this divide. Now, how can we improve the situation? How can we build the future we want? Many of you have talked about supporting good health, efforts to maintain good health, efforts to make the old more independent, to have continuous learning, which is what we are all doing, to have fun. And however, there is this yearning to have a good relationship, a very deep, meaningful relationship with the young. And we believe that the key to going forward is to build on two important things. One is gratitude, and one is love. Okay?
Good morning to everybody. Namaste. I am from India U3A, the Bangalore group. I am headed by Hyderabad, Telangana state of India. My name is Dr. Bahadur Lingareddy. We are working for U3A in our states. This is the profile. This is a U3A group at Hyderabad, where Mr. Tom Holloway also there, who got a good number of U3A group, which we are doing well in different fields. This is where the senior citizens have been kept active in doing the physical fitness, the play. It is a lifelong learning, it is one of the subject. Learning a book is ideal, but activeness with the colleagues is more activeness, keep their mind busy and they will be hale and healthy to do the things. This is the one of the group of computer trainings. We have a group of computer trainings. We will train the children and adults also. And especially in India, ours is a joint families. When a people becomes older, 60 plus, the grandchildren comes from the schools. We going on learning, teaching them, helping them in their homeworks. So automatically we are all joint families. The separate learning is not required in India. We will go through our grandchildren's lifelong learning, that to update knowledges. The knowledge what we are getting from the grandchildren's and helping them in their day-to-day schooling is a good knowledge we require. Then this is a group of adult education in India. They are all servant maids. In their younger days, due to poverty, they could not be able to learn. We had such a groups, and in the evening, the servant maids will be gathered and they will be taught how to learn some simple languages so that they can help their families and grandchildren in their homes. So such type of groups we have to encourage. The things are going on. So now the presentation is over. Like.
電気つけてください。
See, the U3A groups, especially unique in India, when compared to the Western countries. I will take only 1 minute, madam. See, due to the joint families, these things will happen in India regularly. We got learnings from the childhood to our age. After our age, we are again going for learning with the grandchildren, so that this continuous lifelong learning is going on. So it need not require, for especially in India, that a lifelong learning a group not required for us. So things are moving on day to day, and the activities what we are doing is regular for us. We got laughing clubs, we got walking clubs. So there are different type of groups where a person will keep himself is physically fit to do the things. Thank you very much for giving the opportunity, and I thank you, Sri Hakigo, for giving this small time for me to present. Thank you. One and all.